Denise, this looks like getting ready. I did it. Can you talk while you're doing that, Ardena? Can you tell me about your fire? I mean, your campfire is absolutely beautiful. Can you tell me about making that?
I got a plate and a bowl from Dollar Store. I got tissue from Dollar Store, and I cut the tissue and I hot glued it to the fan that is used with a power bank so that it can work. And I got rocks in my yard.
Yeah.
I hot glued those onto the sheet, and I hot glued the bowl to the pan. And I went this morning and I got sticks from the backyard, and I broke those. I had to bring a hatchet because the branches were too thick, so I had to.
This is really getting authentic. Yeah.
And what else did I have? Oh, and I got moss and I got feathers. Mm-hmm. I glued those all on.
Well, it's an absolute piece of art. I'm just admiring it.
You should see it now.
Oh, it's even better, eh?
Oh, and I have pine cones on them.
Wow. Yeah.
And I have extra rocks to place around it because.
Are you going to go into art?
Really? I don't know.
Maybe, eh? You could.
Yeah, but. Here, you give me this.
So this is, you're changing the location of your beads, is that it?
Yeah, because I have a necklace, but it looks too busy up here.
Okay. And how about the Mi'kmaq elder? How are you feeling about this whole?
Very nervous.
Are you?
I was always one of the ones that stood in the back of the class and hid so that I didn't get picked for anything.
My Grimmy was.
Do you feel like you got roped into this, Paula, or are you really glad you're doing it?
I'm glad I'm doing it. I did get roped.
Yeah. Yes.
She was so nervous this morning. She was running around getting everything ready. My granny was trying to help her.
Aww. What's your, Paula, can you tell me what kind of your favorite part in your role? What do you really enjoy doing in there?
Telling the truth.
Telling the truth. But is there a particular passage that you really sort of get off on and really feel?
Killing the child in the Indian.
Oh, you like saying that? Oh, yes. Well, I like that you added the thing about and the child. No, you killed the Indian and the child, but then you added the child and the Indian. Those are your words, aren't they? Was that Facebook?
Somebody had said it in an article that I read.
Yes.
But it's true.
Yeah. I hadn't thought about that, but I like that kind of switch. Yeah. It's rather topical, isn't it?
What's that?
It's rather topical. It's in the news.
I'm trying to talk. My Mi'kmaq teacher at school, she said that the children were all taken away from their families, so then the adults didn't grow up knowing how to take care of them.
Yeah.
So then and they got their drinking addictions. So when they came back, the parents didn't know how to care for them, and they were drinking, and then they got abused, and then the whole cycle.
Yeah. And did you talk about how it carries on from that generation to your generation?
Yeah, because parents didn't know how to take care of their kids.
Yeah.
Because they were taken away. And
Yeah.
and then they were drinking, so they weren't taking care of them, so children got neglected. And so,
How? I mean, you come from a loving family. How do you think it affects you personally?
well,
Because maybe you tell. Were your grandparents or your were they in any of those situations?
what? My great-grandfather was in residential schools, so now he can't even eat beets because that's all they fed them.
Is that right?
And my a family member, she passed away, but she ran away from residential schools. She ran away and she came home, and now she has a whole bunch of kids. And
Really? Yeah.
she's a good mom.
Yeah. So that helped her.
And she was really well known in the community.
Yeah. Oh. Good.